Greetings, comrades. Unforgiven Caleb is back. Been a while since I uploaded a video to my secondary channel, and I figured I'd make a little announcement. I just got a new keyboard, and no, it is not this one. This is actually the keyboard I've been using before up until now. The Logitech G910 Orion Spark. Love this keyboard. Despite the shape of the keycaps, the Romer G switches, have a nice little feel to it. And I'll admit it's a little bulky because of these, the macro keys. Sometimes I accidentally press one when I'm trying to press the F keys. You got these different profile keys here. Of course, the mandatory volume knob. The Windows lock key. Lighting keys, you can turn on and off the lighting. Media keys, all that stuff. Really good keyboards, especially those switches. I love those Roman G switches, but I'll admit it has problems. It's really bulky, first off. The wrist rest, it definitely does its job. It's good enough. It has two different kinds of wrist rest. This ARC stock thing I never used because I never used the software for it, and frankly it's kind of buggy. But anyway, that's it for this keyboard. Let me show you my new one. That's right. Some of you may not know this, or I don't think anyone knows this, but originally I was going to get a Corsair keyboard for my computer, but, at the time, money's a little tight, I was still saving up on parts and stuff, so I had to, cut some corners here and go with some cheaper alternatives. Logitech was good. They're really good products, by the way, but I figured now it's time for me to go for Corsair's line of keyboards, and it's hard to choose one because there's like 3 different keyboards every 12 seconds. Ashen's reference there. But yeah, I went for the Strafe RGB keyboard with Cherry MX silent switches. Fast, accurate, linear response. Of course, I got RGB lighting, special software. Yeah. So I've been wanting to get a Corsair keyboard for quite a while now. And from what I've seen so far, it does not disappoint. Anyway, let me pause it real quick and I'll show you the keyboard itself. And here it is, in all its delicious RGB LED glory. Now, a few things I've seen, I already love this keyboard. I barely used it for like 20 minutes and I really love it. One of the things is this wrist rest. It's a lot more comfortable. It feels really good. You rest your wrist on it. And you got this textured space bar. That. And you also have these keycaps, which actually, here are the regular keycaps, I'm not going to lie, they feel a little bit cheap, don't feel very sturdy, but, it is what it is. But it comes with these special keycaps for FPS games, and also another set here for MOBA games, which I don't really play MOBAs, but yeah, there's that. And, big thing, a keycap puller. That's why even the Logitech G910, actually a lot of Logitech keyboards, a bunch of keyboards, they don't come with plastic key pullers. So it's nice to have this, and it's really easy to use. So anyway, you can see here, looks a lot better. Of course, there are a few things missing. For starters, well, actually, there's one thing that should belong, this little Corsair sticker. Yeah, it doesn't have any dedicated media keys or macro keys and stuff, but honestly I don't use the latter that much. The former, definitely be nice to have, but oh, that cut cord somewhere. I guess I made up for it for this USB pass-through, which I plugged my mouse here. Here it is, a G900 Chaos Spectrum. Love this mouse. Yeah, even the G910 at its $180 price tag when I got it, it didn't have a USB pass-through. I'm not quite sure why. Even the G710 I had before, which was like $80 cheaper, had a USB pass-through. Why the Orion Spark doesn't have that, I'll never know. But anyway, yeah, I know your cable management isn't the best. I'm trying to fix that once I build Proteus and all that. But yeah, the cable's a lot thicker. Because again, it uses 2 USB ports in order for the pass-through to be used. Yeah, I had to route the mouse wire around there. You know what I forgot to do? There we go. Now we're talking. And yeah, and of course, the MX silent switches. Let me just type real quick. Now, I remember using Cherry MX Blue switches on my G710. They were pretty loud, really clicky too. These silent switches, compared to those, you can hardly hear them. Feel real nice. Oh man, I forgot how great Cherry MX switches feel. Not that the Roma G switches are bad. I love the Roma G switches. You know, they're quieter. You know, they don't have much of an actuation distance, and they just feel good. But these, I'd say they're on par. Maybe even better, since of course they're Cherry MX switches, not Logitech's proprietary Romer Gs, which are again are really good, but never hurts to go to the one that started it all, the original, the Cherry MX, and of course the lighting. Now, looking through here, I'm gonna admit the LEDs aren't as bright as the G910, but at least they're not as distracting. Of course, that is until we, you know, get to the software here. That's right, I got the Corsair gaming software, which allows me to change the lighting effects and stuff on it. Might as well show off the presets. So this is a spiral rainbow. I see a lot. Yeah, Random Frank P, you know, I think MS Tech did a Corsair keyboard. You know, you're familiar with the spiral rainbow, that's what Corsair is known for. Also got a rainbow wave. You get just the speed of it, though. Hold on. There we go. You can do it from the sides, you know. Your typical rainbow wave, you know, virtually every RGB LED keyboard has that. And we got visor. That's pretty cool. Random colors. You can do alternating. I'm gonna do let's just do blue. That looks blue. Blue's my favorite color, as you can tell by that. Go fast. You know, why not? And we got rain. That's a pretty cool effect. And let's also do blue on this. And let's do that too. That looks sweet. Also color shift, where it pulses between different colors. Or shifts between color pulse. It pulses between different colors. A color wave. Where every color is a different wave, where you can choose between two different colors. Change the direction, of course. Type lighting. That looks cool. You can adjust the speed as well. Oh, it's the duration, not the. Now that is pretty cool. Then we got the type lighting ripple. Now that is awesome. And a Void playback version. That's if you have the Void wireless headset, which I don't have and I don't plan on getting. But probably the biggest thing here, as you all know about Corsair gaming keyboards, you can make your own lighting effects. But of course, you need to go to the... What is RGB share? Oh yeah, that's the... Oh yeah, it's the RGB profile community. We can, you know... I'm no good with I just got this, and I gotta tell I'm not gonna be very good. Even though I heard the software's a lot simpler than it was in the past, it's still a little complicated to make your own effects, which is why this exists. You can download other people's different light profiles. And I'm not sure if you can preview them on here, but yeah, you have to go over to the forum to check out the different kind of light profiles. But I usually stick with the base light effects, but I'll definitely check some of them out, see how they are. They're pretty cool, but yeah. I'll admit, these keys, having used the Orion Spark for a while, they take a little getting used to, because the keycaps, they don't have that slant, that like indentation the G910's keycaps have. But, you know, it feels more like a typical keyboard, even though, like I said, the keycaps themselves, you know, don't quite feel as sturdy as I thought they'd be, but you know, they'll still get the job done. And yeah, let me go and switch back to the spiral, because why not? Who doesn't love the rainbow LED wave or spiral? And yeah, loving this keyboard so far. Feels nice. The wrist rest feels good. I'll admit the few missions, you know, the media keys. And one more thing I forgot to mention, you'll notice that the back down here, underneath the keys, is an open back. It's not like other keyboards where there's like a plate over these. Like, it makes it a lot easier to clean. So I can just get the air duster, blow under it, and I'm good to go. Yeah, a lot easier to clean, looks cooler, and another thing, it doesn't take up that much real estate compared to the Orion Spark. Well, at least if you don't have the wrist rest, but you know, gotta have a wrist rest. But yeah, loving this keyboard. Definitely worth the $150 I spent on it. And yeah, it's a lot cheaper than the Orion Spark when I got it, and it does a lot more. You know, it has, you know, the proven Cherry MX switches. The silent switches, you know, again, a little quieter, and the actuation speed is pretty much on par with the other MX. It's on par with the MX Browns, which is a cross between the blues, which have a little more, which require a little more actuation and a lot clickier, and the reds, which don't require as much actuation and aren't as clicky. And the browns are in the middle. The silent switches around the browns just a little quieter, hence the name MX Silent. Yeah, awesome keyboard. Love it. And I'm keeping the Orion Spark, but my old G910, I'll probably give that to a family member, you know, maybe my nephew, since he's a PC gamer too, and he uses a SteelSeries Apex, M800 Apex keyboard, I believe. And I remember that not exactly a dedicated, I mean, it technically is a mechanical keyboard, but gotta have those Cherry MX switches, man. Or at least Romer G's. But yeah, definitely gonna give that to him or something. And definitely loving this keyboard. We're gonna see how it performs in gaming, and I'm pretty sure it's not gonna disappoint. I've seen a lot of videos of it, and I gotta have it, and I'm so glad I do. It's totally worth it. Anyway, this is Unforgiven Caleb, signing out.